Hi guys, and welcome back to FTB Unleashed Let's Play. As you can see, the hedges that I put down in one of the previous videos have actually started growing, so some of them are now 3 high. You can knock out the top couple of blocks, and that'll give you more hedges to plant, or bushes, whatever. Obviously give you more food. I've also done a bit of work on the house. As you can see, it looks kind of like a pyramid rising out of the trees. For now, I've put some fence posts to create kind of a elevator kind of thing, or just staircase ladders, whichever. Use the scaffolding blocks, so you can climb them as well as stand on them, and then little gates, move the bed up, and this is it for now. Obviously quite spacious, nice view out of here, mountain with some trees on. The other views aren't that good because obviously it's built in a forest, but one thing I would like to do is get some better tools and equipment, because obviously, as you can see, I've only got the initial stone things. Obviously they're not that good, to be honest, so we'll take some oak planks, and what I like to do is use the Tinker's Construct, which is one of the mods in this mod pack, a very good mod. I think it should be in vanilla, to be honest. It's so useful. It's how crafting should be done. But basically you get a couple of bits of wood and a couple of sticks, and it will give you a pattern, a blank pattern. So then if you make a crafting table, put that in with the blank pattern, it will give you a tool station and also a book. This book will give you what you need to know and how to make tools, things like that. Obviously there's the advanced tools you can make, which includes the hammer, which is incredible for mining, as it digs a 3x3 area at a time. So each time you hit the center block, it'll dig out 3 blocks by 3 blocks, allowing you to dig tunnels a lot quicker than you would normally be able to. So if you put the tool station down and right click on it, it'll show you what different tools you can make. So it's a pickaxe, shovel, hatchet, and a mattock, which is basically like a hoe, and an axe together. But it also allows you to build weapons, including a broadsword, which is like a normal generic sword. The long sword, which gives you this lunge ability, basically allows you to jump towards the enemy. Can be dangerous if you're using it to attack creepers, things like that. The rapier, which is like a quick attack weapon, and then a small dagger. Obviously it lets you build a short bow, which I've never actually built yet, but it looks better than the original one. Don't know how it works. And the arrows, so you can make the arrowheads out of different materials to cause damage. Also a random frying pan and a battle sight. But what I'm looking for at the moment is the pickaxe. So it's asking you to build these different items. So obviously that's the head of the pick. That's like a binding thing that allows you to attach it to this stick. But to make these items, we need again to make a couple of blank patterns. I'm actually going to make a few blank patterns because you do need a few of them. So make a few of these. Take another set of sticks. A few blank patterns. I think 6 that'll do. And then each one goes on something different. So if you have a look for the Tinker's stuff, obviously it's got a lot of other items in, but mostly what we're doing at the moment is the tool station, which also requires a part builder, so you can build the individual parts, and a stencil table, so you can actually build the stencils. The pattern chest is just an optional thing, but it's worthwhile building because it doesn't really take much. So if you look at the part builder, it's just it doesn't have to be oak wood. As you can see, the bottom one's cycling through all the different wood, including the modded wood. Basically just a piece of wood with a pattern above it, and each of these different patterns only takes a pattern and something else. So this one takes a plank, so you get one with a plank, one with a piece of wood, and one with a crafting table. And the pattern chest is obviously a pattern and a chest, so they're fairly easy to make. So I'll make the stencil table, and then the third one will make the part builder. And then if I quickly go over here and build that, and might as well use this again, drop pattern in. So there's the pattern chest. So the part builder, if we put this one down here, When you open this up, it actually allows you to build the parts. And what's handy, if you put the pattern table next to it, it actually attaches the pattern chest to the part builder, so you never need to open the pattern chest on its own anymore. So if you open that and just throw the blank pattern, well, you can actually put blank patterns in, but what we'll do is get the stencil table, put that in the center, and when you put a blank pattern in the stencil table, you can actually scroll through. So obviously this one's the pickaxe head, we need one of them, so when you click it, it takes the blank pattern and actually etches that into it. We also need the cross, which will be the tool binding pattern, and we needed a stick. Well, it's a knife blade. That's not it. Is that it? No, that's not it either. Where is... the stick. So on the... If you come out that, it actually retains the stuff. When you click on this, it says it needs like a sideways stick, which just looks like a normal stick like this. But when you go into this, it's actually an up-down tool rod pattern, which you need. So if you get those 3 items and put them one at a time in the part builder, so you put that in, and then whatever material you want to make the part out of, put in here. So I want to make a stone pickaxe, so I'll use 1 piece of cobblestone to make a couple of pickaxe heads, and put that back in the chest. And we need a tool binding pattern for each of the pickaxes. But if you look, this only takes 0.5 material, so if I put a cobblestone in, it'll make the binding as well as a piece of stone. So take that back out. Basically a stone shard is half a piece of cobblestone, so if you put that back in, it'll actually make the second binding for you. And likewise again for the tool rod pattern, that only takes 0.5, so it'll make a stone rod and a stone shard, which you put back in to make your second stone rod. So that is how you make the 3 parts of the pickaxe. So then if you select pickaxe and basically just drop these items into the slots, it'll put them together for you. So it'll tell you the durability, how fast it'll mine, and what level it is. So even though it's only a stone pickaxe that I've made out of 3 different stone components, it's classed as iron. So it'll allow you to mine anything up to iron, so you can then go down and mine diamonds with this pickaxe. So I select that, it actually, as you can hear by the sound, builds the item. And again, I'll build another one. The other good thing about this is, when eventually, because this pickaxe will break, even though its durability is whatever it is, 65, it will eventually break. Once it breaks, you don't actually lose the item. It just comes up in your inventory as a broken pickaxe. So if I go to, NEI and type, that's not actually going to come up, but that's not going to come up. But basically the pickaxe comes up as broken, and then all you do is come back to the tool station. Is it the tool station? Yeah. Come back to the tool station and put the pickaxe in there, and drop a piece of cobblestone in there, and it basically fixes the pickaxe with 1 piece of cobblestone back to full durability. So you can take, some people might think that's fairly OP, but I just think it's a great way of, obviously you can mine a lot easier. You don't need to go and get an iron pickaxe now, and also with the repairability of the items, because it's not just pickaxes, you can use them for shovels as well. Obviously if you wanted to move a lot of dirt, obviously dig it up and flatten areas, things like that. Obviously you need a load of sand for making glass. If you build a couple of shovels, or a shovel, go and dig up what you want, come back and throw a piece of cobblestone in, dig up all you want, and then just keep doing that a few times, you can fairly quickly get obviously the dirt and or sand or whatever it is you're digging up quite quickly. So now that I've got these, I'm going to do the rest of the patterns that I need. So obviously if I go back into the tool station, I'm going to want to make a shovel for when you're underground, obviously, and you run into some dirt or gravel or whatever it is. I'm not going to make the hatchet because it basically works the same as a normal hatchet, and you can actually upgrade this tool station. So if I have a look again, that's it there, to the tool forge. Basically this takes a lot of iron to build. It takes 4 blocks of iron. the tool station, which we've already got, and then 3 seed bricks. These seed bricks are made out of seed bricks, 4 of them, and the seed bricks themselves are actually made out of this thing called grout. So we ignore that, actually not going to be using medium stone. Basically this grout is made up of A sand, A clay, and A gravel. That'll turn into the grout, and then you basically just put the grout into a furnace, and then it'll give you a brick, combine 4 of them, and then that'll give you the seed bricks, obviously, that you need to make this. But once you've built this tool forge, it allows you to build a lot more, or a lot better items than the wooden one that we've already got. So again, if I scroll back through the book that comes with it, this here hammer can only be built on the tool forge, and this lumber axe, which is an incredible tool, can only be built on it. Basically, this lumber axe is capable of bringing down whole trees or clearing large swaths. What you do with this is, it says here, harvest entire trees. There's a max height of 30, so even though these trees that I'm surrounded by in this forest are pretty large trees, oh, there's just flame wraith over there just dying. Even though these trees are pretty huge, and a nightmare as well, with that lumber axe, you can just go to work. What is that? Snake playing at. So I'm gonna write disco. You can just go at the bottom of a tree and it'll fell the entire tree, kind of like Triaria, if you have played that. But it's basically how a tree, well, not how a tree would fall, but instead of, like I said in the previous episode, having to climb the tree, obviously I've knocked tops off and stuff, but the ones that were over this side here, I've only done the top part, and I've had to use scaffolding to do that. Once I've built this lumber axe, you can basically just knock out the bottom of the tree and the entire tree will fall down. So you can just pick up all the blocks that have been knocked off. So there you go. I'm going to do a bit more work. Obviously see if I can go mining, collect a few items because I don't really have much at the moment. And I need a bit more wood, get rid of the rest of them trees. And then we will continue from there. Thanks again. Bye.